today we're going to have a look at the basic conga pattern for Afro-Cuban percussion, and it's called tumbao. Now, firstly, we're going to look at the strokes that make up the tumbao. Okay. Now we have our heel stroke. Okay, and if you notice, I've got the quinto, the middle drum, a high pitched drum, angled slightly. So there's angled away from me slightly, and there's a little bit of a gap underneath the drum, let some of the air and the sound out. Okay, now heel stroke, basically this part of the hand, kind of combining the real fleshy part of the hand with the wrist, and that's just dropping onto the drum. Okay, a heel stroke. And then we've got our tip stroke. Okay, so this kind of left hand's going to pivot, so we drop in the heel down onto the drum, and then our tip. There's our tip stroke. Okay, so heel tip, heel tip, heel tip, heel tip. Okay. Now we're going to have a look at the slap. Now this takes a bit of getting to start off with, so we're going to use our left hand as a helping hand. We're going to leave our left hand on the drum, and the slap's played in a kind of whipping motion, and it's this part of the fingers here that connect with the drum, and it's almost like you're grabbing a bit of the drum skin, and pulling it as you pull it in, and kind of cup your fingers across, kind of that shape as it strikes the drum. Slap, so very much a whipping motion. We're looking for that real high pitched cutting sound. Fingers are hitting around about the middle of the drum. Okay, whipping down. Okay, so we have our heel tip slap. Now we need to look at our note. Now our note's going to be played with this part of the fingers here, kind of under the middle knuckle, under the first knuckle. And they're going to kind of land on this part of the drum here. And we're just going to leave the hand a little bit loose, so we're not looking to kill the sound entirely, but we also don't want an open note where the hand comes right up, one halfway between the two. So it's just a little bit of movement in fingers here, in the fingers there, a little bit loose. So we have our heel tip, our slap, and our note. Okay, now let's put them in order to play the tumbao. Basically, the tumbao is on a 16th note pattern. So our heel tip plays one, heel on one, and then E for the tip. So heel tip, so it's one E. So heel tip, and then it's followed by slap, slap, heel tip, slap, one E and, one E and. Okay, then we're going to play another tip. So heel tip, slap, tip, heel tip, slap, tip, one E and one E. Okay, so heel tip, slap tip, and then back to the heel tip, note, note. So heel tip, slap tip, note, note. One E and two E and three E and four E and Okay, so there's two tumbao patterns per bar of 16th notes. Heel tip, slap tip, heel tip, note, note, heel tip, slap tip, heel tip, note, note, heel tip, slap tip, heel tip, note. One E and two E and three E and four E and one E and two E and three E and four E and this is our basic tumbao pattern. I'm going to play it a little bit faster now so you can hear what it sounds like sped up. Okay, so basically we've got a few elements going on there that make it sound how it should. And firstly, kind of the heel tip notes become kind of movement notes. You know, basically the main focus of the rhythm is with the slap and the notes. which all fall on the right hand. But it's the left hand that gives the rhythm some movement and fills it in. It just makes all the difference. Okay, now initially when you're trying this left hand's going to feel pretty awful. It's not going to work. It's going to be kind of tip, slap, tip, hill, tip, no, no. But you persevere with it and just take it nice and slowly and try and keep it even and in time. It doesn't matter if it's played slowly, just nice and smoothly as possible. Okay, and gradually you'll find that you'll start to train the muscles. You'll gain muscle memory in this left hand, and it will start working a little bit better, and you'll be able to increase the speed of the pattern. So we have our tumbao.